A story we reported on this week, less than 24 hours after our reporting. A city councilwoman is resigning. Police chief under investigation. Remember this? Here it is.
Hello.
Hi.
What happened?
We're sleeping. Well, we don't know. I was just inside asleep.
Somebody's in the
we
car?
heard that's my car. But I was in there. But there's a girl in there, but she won't get out.
1535.
1535.
1022. Hello. What's going on? You want to shut the car off for me? You need an ambulance?
No. Oh, God, no. I do not.
What happened?
I was driving here, and then I was on the phone with my daughter.
I
just came back from Alabama from visiting a college, and I don't even know.
You been drinking?
No. Yes.
Huh?
Possibly.
It's a yes or no question.
No.
No? Okay. Where's your license? Hey.
Oh, well, I was this close.
Oh, I'm about to. She got one more time, and then I'm gonna work this craft. I don't care who's here. I'm telling you.
She snapped at you too?
She started cursing me out.
When?
Just while you were inside. She said, I'll make you get your life together, kid. So I'm about to show you get my life together.
Put up the picture, full mask. Who do we have here? Councilwoman. In the wake of the public outcry against Youngsville, Louisiana Councilwoman Kayla Rowe, she has now resigned from her elected position. Let me remind you of what happened. Now, the resignation is owed to a late November night that began when she crashed into a parked SUV on her way home. She had just spent time at the police chief's home. The police chief, Ricky Boudreau, he doesn't say why she was at his house, but he does say she did not drink alcohol nor get any drugs. Why did he volunteer that? I do not know. Here is the exchange between the first responding officer and Rowe. You been drinking? The first responding officer posed a question to the councilwoman. No. Yes, possibly. She responded. That means yes. Rowe also called an officer an a-hole and gave the title of a song instead of her phone number. Let's put up the longtime police chief. Rowe, who is the daughter of longtime police chief Earl Menard, was rescued when she called for the arrival of Chief Ricky Boudreau, who arrived on the scene and decided not to administer a sobriety test and basically stopped his cops from doing the same. Now the chief is under investigation. Youngsville Police Chief Ricky Boudreau is being investigated along with his police department. According to the chief, he was asked to take administrative leave from his elected position, which he does not intend to do. The councilwoman, her disrespectful behavior was uncharacteristic, according to many. These are the themes from her campaign. National Police Week, Kayla's back to blue. First responder night. She's a friend of the police. Good for her. Police got out of trouble, right? She called the chief, just left the chief's house. Listen, doesn't take a detective to realize if you just left the chief's house and you are intoxicated, then likely the chief is the one that you were drinking with. And maybe the chief came to get himself out of trouble too, all right? I'm just speculating. Let's look at the resignation letter. Rowe's resignation came Thursday morning with the release of an official statement. In the letter, she announces her immediate resignation, gratitude to the community, and apologies to the police and first responders. She has also defended her strange behavior since the incident. Now, before I get into the defense of it, I want to remind you when we first reported on this story this week, her excuse was that she basically had a concussion and she was out of it. And there was no alcohol involved, no drugs, no nothing. It's just a simple accident, head trauma, talk strange. That is it, nothing more. Now she's resigning. All right. When questioned by a reporter about her behavior, the councilwoman said she suffered a concussion but declined to provide evidence that she received treatment for the injury. She again attributed her behavior to that injury in a Monday statement after the story published. After we reported on it, she then resigned. The council is now moving forward with the election for her seat, not dated until fall of 2026. The Youngsville City Council scheduled a special meeting Thursday where they were expected to approve a resolution that will launch an independent investigation into the police chief and the police department. The public meeting was slated to begin at 5 p.m. at City Hall. All right. You can also find more information, updates on their website. Okay. Let's count the ways here very quickly. If she would have simply went through the normative process, she likely does not have to resign. The chief definitely does not come under investigation, and the police department is not under investigation review themselves. But what happened? Privilege. That's what happened. Instead of going through the normative process, she already has significant leverage to either A, get out of trouble later, or B, maybe even finesse out of trouble in that moment. There's no telling if they would have gave her a field sobriety test or not. We don't know for sure. All right. But here's reality. The people she hit, they have to pay $25,000. Okay. There's a real victim here. Also, the individuals that got involved, all of them are under investigation because you decided not to take your lumps like an adult, go through life like all of us have to do, simply engage in the difficult times as we are. Everybody loses here. All right, dear brother, thoughts?
You already said privilege, entitlement. I could toss in there as well. Were you drinking tonight? No. Yes. No. Maybe.
Right.
And then, curses out the officer, then refuses to cooperate by not giving the number. Is she pulled from the car? Is she pepper sprayed? Is she tasered?
Never.
Is she beaten and cuffed? No. She's told that she doesn't even have to do the sobriety test and sent on her way because it's not what you know, it's who you know, I guess.
Yep. And then the chief had such a silly response when questioned about a citation. He basically said, citations, we don't always write citations. And that's true. It's called selective prosecution. Okay.